these are friction points I hear on a daily basis. So the friction that we faced was first and foremost price point and pricing model. So
Mm-hmm.
as we were vetting alternative solutions to support our operations, we were rejected from the companies we were working for, two different companies,
Mm-hmm.
similar companies but different. We were rejected because of the pricing models, and then also because of the difficulty in understanding the back end of the product. So for those reasons, we were left with no solution, and that's when we started to create one for ourselves.
If I think of construction software, and let's say the horse that comes to mind is Procore, and even
Mhm.
as a structural engineer, as a subcontractor, I've been involved in that software a number of different ways. And I imagine there's some visibility from the developer side too, but
Mhm.
it's really geared towards the construction side. And you're saying that doesn't necessarily have usability for the owner in the way that you need it to do your job and oversee it from a developer perspective?
So a difficulty that I see in, I'll call it general perspectives, right? I'm saying that plural in terms of all of the stakeholders, as you mentioned, a sub, a GC, a design team,
Hmm.
developer. You could go as far as the lender, expediter. So you can look at all of these stakeholders. All of us need to collaborate to create this project, right? So what we were seeing is either it be a GC coming on the product on the project with a specific product, a sub coming on the project with a specific product, and then there's this disconnect or this friction in regard to adoption across stakeholders. So that's when we kind of conceived of this thought process thought process of saying, hey, if you're the developer, I mean, there's a few angles to look at here, but
Hmm.
first and foremost, if you're the developer, why don't you issue a product that you could essentially mandate for all of your stakeholders that you are hiring to use as a single
Hmm.
source, right? So that would be
Sure.
first and foremost. Include the contracting features, the contracting solutions. And then, in addition to that, bridge the gap between what the developer needs to see, regardless of if they're hands on or hands off, and
Hmm.
create truly an end-to-end solution. And what I mean by that is typically, reporting features. It'll be data management features. It'll be payment application, budget, bid management features. All of these elements that could wrap, your draw packages, your payment application packages, so that the developer can leverage that to their, party that they're answering to, i.e., your lender, your
Yeah.
banks, et cetera.
When I think of software, let's say accounting software, I feel like every
Mm,
industry software starts in accounting. They're
sure.
always accounting focused, and then the other things get bolted on as
Mhm.
features, but aren't really the core use of the software. So they can be clunky and frustrating. And what I'm hearing here is there's no software out there that's really just geared towards the developer that does the things that they need to do well. So this software is first facing the developer, but also is supporting and creates that end-to-end solution.
That that's a great call out.